You guys are sitting in a car. It looks like Freddy's in the driver's seat, Bargain Man's in the passenger seat, Yana's in the back. Yana, the first thing you notice is that there's this grill or black cage thing between you and the people in the front seat.
Okay.
You're not wearing cuffs or anything like that. You seem to be dressed like a guy in looks like a suit with a tie and stuff. You two up in the front seat notice that this is definitely a cop car. There's cop radio. The seats are a little wider for cops and stuff, but it appears to be an unmarked car, and you guys are dressed in civilian stuff. Bargain Man, you notice you're dressed in a skirt that goes just below the knees for some reason. You're thinking, I've
been in this situation before.
It looks like you guys are just looking at the skylight. You're going to guess close to Chicago because you guys have been to or seen Chicago, and you can see the fucking tall buildings over there. And you're close to a pier, and it looks like there's a crime scene on the pier.
I did it.
What did you do?
That was quick.
Don't you see?
I don't know. Or I'm asking you, what did you do?
I can tell you everything. Do a little bit of your own investigative work.
Well, if you're confessing, I'm assuming you confess what you did.
I'm confessing, but it would ruin all the fun. So the details are up to you. Hi, Freddy.
Hey, Mildred.
A black-haired lady is walking up to the car.
My side or Freddy's?
Freddy's side. He's sitting at driver's side.
What is she wearing?
She's wearing like a woman at work in a serious job type clothes, where like the below the knees skirt and stuff, similar to how Bargain Man's dressed.
I quickly check my pockets and stuff while I did that real quick.
You're doubting you've got enough time to do that.
Okay, then never mind.
Right at you and walking this way with that. And give me empathy rolls.
By any chance, are we armed? Do we have weapons with us on us?
Oh yeah. You've all got shoulder holsters and stuff underneath your either jacket or whatever I guess women still call it a jacket, although they probably got a fancier word for it.
Blazer.
There you go. Men wear blazers too, so anyway. Right. The lady walks up, looks at you, Freddy, through the window.
I roll down the window.
She goes, I don't have time. First off, why are you sitting in your car still? But second, I don't have time to deal with this, Joe. I'm going to let you deal. You're going to take the lead on this one. I think you're ready. I've got a triple homicide downtown I'm going to go deal with. Have you got this?
Sure.
Yeah.
She leans in and looks in, and she goes, Maggie, you'll get your chance. Joe, this one's yours. Make us proud. And then she marches off to another. Now, this isn't like an undercover car. It's more of an unmarked car. This is what cops like to cruise around in when they are detectives or not wishing to panic the shit out of the bad guys.
All right. Well, apparently I'm Maggie. I looked at Freddy. And you're Joe. So let's get this shit straight so nothing happens. Do we have IDs on us? Who are we?
Yeah.
No problem. You guys begin going through your pockets, and I'm going to copy paste what you've got in your pockets. And since Yana was late, she will be my scut work person today. Yana will read this out loud for the studio audience.
Yay!
So we all have Glock D8, damage, 15 rounds, extra clip, cuffs, small blue plastic gloves, notebook, credit cards, 50 in cash, ID, driver's license, badges, in case with cop ID, car keys, personal car keys, unmarked cop car, all have cell phones with each other's phone number, a bunch of different people who they don't know and are not relevant to this, and Tony Dan's boss in phone.
Yeah, also you guys all have pens. Forgot that on my thing. And according to the IDs, and by the way, the picture on the ID looks totally different. Freddie seems to be Tom Cho, Asian American guy. Let's see. Bargain Man looks like he is Maggie Lyons with an I. A pretty redheaded female cop. And Yana, looks like you are Danny Heath, Heath. White guy. He looks like the kind of guy who played college football and maybe took one too many knocks to the head. Not big and dumb. Not too bright looking. Kind of like,
Yeah.
but he could be like the heroic type.
Right.
So the jock, basically.
Yeah, jock.
Okay.
So I look at this crime scene, and what do we see in front of us? What kind of a scene does it entail?
You guys are parked a ways away, and it looks like they're still gathering stuff. You're probably gonna have to go over there and take a look at it. But I've got plenty of pictures.
Freddie, you want to stay here? Do you want me to check it out, or you want to go together?
No, we'll go together.
Well, what about? We can't leave her in the back of the car like that. She's a.
Oh, she looks like she's a cop. She's got a gun.
Oh, okay.
Probably not a perp, but still,
Okay.
I can understand your reluctance to let her out.
Is there anything else in the car? In the glove compartment, anything?
Maps and stuff of the city. Usual stuff. The registration of the car. Usual shit for cars. Nothing like, oh God, what's this?
I turn on my radio, my police radio, to hear any kind of transmission.
These guys don't carry police radios. They all have cell phones, though.
Okay.
These guys are not beat cops. They are all detectives.
I check my phone for messages to see, like, I'm sure we had to respond to something if it says where we're at.
Looks like you guys were told to come here, which you are.
To investigate anything, or just to give a location?
I get out of the car.
The back doors don't fucking open. You're like,
hey.
I go out and open the door for her.
Thank you.
Well, it opens just fine for him.
Thanks, Maggie.
You're welcome.
Everybody give me sanity rolls. I'll show you why here in a second. Unless you have either human, or if you have both human gore and gross out maxed, don't bother.
Oh, I may be extra now.
Of anybody here, the woman with no name should be fucking maxed in that shit after all the horrible things you've done.
Yeah, that is it.
Freddie, it looks like you're going to be taking a D6 and possibly losing it. The smell is mainly what gets you. Everybody else takes 1 point toward either human gore or gross out, your choice.
Oh.
Freddie, it looks like a willpower times 3, or you're going to embarrass yourself, your department, your fellow officers, your mother.
I'll spend 1 because that's a lot of sanity.
No, it's one way to get human gore and gross out maxed out, though.
Mm-hmm.
I really have gross out maxed out.
Oh.
All right, I guess I'll take 5.
Right, just make that willpower times 3 and everything's fine. You just, you'd asked before if it was possible to exchange hero points for sand, and there it is. See, you got plenty of willpower. You just take a whole bunch of, sand loss. Cool. We're going to get you down. Oh, you've already got an insanity, don't you? Or do you?
Yeah, I have 1. Yeah.
What is your insanity?
It's aquaphobia.
Nice.
Aquaphobia? Fear of water?
Yeah.
I remember
this
that.
whole crime scene is close to the fucking water. Also, keep in mind, before you get too attached to aquaphobia, that it has to come up at least once in an adventure. If it doesn't...
That's what I had before, so...
Right. But listen to what I'm saying. If it doesn't come up once in an adventure, you get to get a new one.
Okay.
Cool. Right. Now, the first picture that you guys can see there is what it looked like before. They've gotten him out of the water. He's on the dock, as you can see in the face picture. I'm going to go through what all these pictures are of real quick. The first one was how the victim was initially found. Second's a close-up of the... Is it second? No, sorry. The second picture is the guy who looks like a jogger who found the victim. The third picture is after they pulled the boats out. Next picture is the close-up of the guy's face. The second row, first picture, it looks like there's some trauma on the right side of the skull. The picture after that, it's really hard to see. That's the best picture I give it. It's one of those, it's a tattoo on his arm. It looks to be like something that a lawyer would get tattooed in a drunken night after passing the bar or some shit. Next picture and the picture after that are just more pictures of the same. For the studio audience, it looks like a guy sandwiched between a right side up boat and an upside down boat with his hands and feet and head sticking out.
That's fun.
As Yana gets new ideas.
I do an evidence analysis roll to see anything, or
for what? Usually you have to ask questions with evidence analysis. You're just it smells horrible, as you may guess.
Okay. So with the pictures, is that jogger guy, is he there with this other person, or is just photos?
Yeah, it looks like there's a cop that's currently taking a statement or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
No, this place is kind of out on the docks. And so it's you're gonna need new insanity. You couldn't even go to where the adventure is, Freddie. You're gonna have to come up with something better. Because if the adventure's on a boat or something like that, you couldn't even participate in the adventure.
Yeah, so I'll come up with something else. That's just what I had before, so
yeah.
As you said, it was a toggle switch.
I don't even remember you having that. If you did, you didn't role play it enough. Like the woman with no name.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, the woman with no name. Her rampant alcoholism, refusal to tell people her names, refusal to carry money. These are good insanities. Hard to fucking play, but good insanities. You might like rake her brain for ideas or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could be thinking about like a good insanity for Freddie.
I mean, like ultra paranoia or something.
If there's a definite drawback. Because, like, not carrying money, nobody has to ask the drawback. Refusal to tell anybody your name, nobody has to ask the drawback. That comes up a lot. She's like, real swirly about it every time. And so the rest of the party has to begin introducing her. She won't. The rampant alcoholism. How many times, Yana, have you been reduced to riding in a wheelbarrow?
I can't even count the times.
Yeah, and if nobody wants to push her around, she just stays there. That's a big fucking drawback. Plus, God knows how much of the party's money that she spent in it, because she won't carry her own money.
Nope.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars gone down her throat.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah. So, right, the guy comes over, the black police officer in the brown jacket, and he says, "Hey, Joe.
Hey.
This guy found him. He says his dog was barking, and he went over to see what was up. He didn't have his leash on the dog earlier, but now he does, obviously. His dog found the boat floating in the water, and he called it in. You want to ask him anything else, or should I cut him loose?"
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Sure. He gives you the guy's name and stuff. Larry Bird. No relation. Yeah.
What questions did he ask him?
Let's just
what did you see? What time it was?
Let's just talk to him again and see what he says.
Yeah. The cop hangs out in the background and stuff just to watch how the masters do it.
We should also like look at the scene. Maybe the guy can wait.
I think we should open that boat too to see if this guy's got an ID on him.
Before we open it, we should like look at it to see if there is something like weird about it. So can we like inspect the boat?
Well, where
Hopefully.
you want to talk to the guy or inspect the boat? The guy's not getting anywhere close to the boat. It smells amazing. It's the kind of smell that reaches up and grabs you and then makes you want to just fucking throw up your head everywhere like Freddie almost did earlier. Willpower.
I would ask the guy to wait and look at the crime scene before somebody destroys it.
Yana's been on way too many CSI adventures.
I know.
Well done.
How about this? Do we have any kind of masks, since we're homicide detectives, obviously, for scenes like this in our trunk or something?
You don't have any on you. You're not hyper realistic. You're more like movie style, probably so people can see your faces. But or they're in the trunk. Shit. You guys aren't CSI though. There's other people wandering around with the full CSI getup and mask and stuff. You guys are just the detectives. They're gathering all the evidence and shit.
I'll put my gloves on it.
Yeah, you feel better. You're watching. Freddie, give me a dex roll for something funny.
Sure.
Come on, fail. No, he puts them on, no problem, like a boss. You check out the boat. It looks as though they're old. At least one of them is definitely lake-worthy because this is Lake Michigan here that you're next to, which it's one of the Great Lakes. And as Yana's probably seen, you cannot see the opposite shore. It just looks like a fucking ocean.
Does the boats, do they usually have a registration number on them?
No, it looks like these are pretty old and stuff. And if there was one, it had been lost long ago. These look really old boats.
So does it look like two old boats just put one on top of each other? Yeah.
Yeah.
And do they look the same or like different?
Pretty close to the same. They look like really like the boats that normally have registration on them and stuff, John. Those are like larger sailing craft and stuff. These look like two rowboats.
Like two little pontoon boats.
Yeah.
We could try to also pick a sample of the weird, the thing on the boat and try to, if we have some sort of like high-tech laboratory, we could try to process the algae or whatever it is and figure out from where it is.
One of the CSI guys looks over and goes, "No problem. I'll get a sample of that for you there."
How good are you in doing that?
The hell are you talking about, Danny? Takes a test tube, flakes a piece into it, closes, and goes, "Ooh!" And they put it in the evidence bag and
Okay.
Goes, "Look at me go! Look at me go, Danny!" He just shakes. Dude, how was your problem, Danny?
I'm just joking. We'll have a beer later, okay?
You're buying. He shoots back.
Okay.
I just want to see if guys, if I can get a mask for when they open this thing up.
One of the CSI guys goes, "We're waiting on the corner. We don't want to open it here because when we moved it on, it made a weird sloshing noise, and we don't know what's inside. So we're going to take it back to the lab." I don't think you're going to want to be around it, whatever it is, when we open it. We'll let you know what was in it if you want.
But sloshing noise, it's so cute.
All the people who are working the crime scene stop and look at.
Just joking, okay? I will buy beer for all of you.
Hooray!
Is there people watchers, or has a crowd formed any kind of, or like around? Or,
no. This is so remote that you don't even have looky-loos yet. The coroner shows up. He basically goes and checks the guy, pronounces him dead.
Good.
Really?
Oh yeah, they've still got to do that for legal reasons because it'd be really awkward if the guy woke up or something right now. And he says, "Yeah, we'll crack this open back at the station."
Is there cameras on the stock? Any chance?
No, there isn't. Take a card though. No cameras around here.
So did he drown?
The coroner stops and he looks at you. Now, there's some weird smells, though. Everybody give me a smell roll.
Oh, boy. Let's see.
Make it especially low because there's a lot of, like, horrible smells. Fortunately, Freddy thinks his nose may have died. He's happier this way. Yana, do you even remember how many Tommy Barlow fortunately fails? Do you even remember how many CSI cases you've run, Yana?
No, but I did some of them. Where is smell?
Look under spot hidden. It's like one or two.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cool. Wow. Well, find out what later. They bring special truck and winch and all that shit, and they're really carefully putting it on the truck. They don't want to break this thing open here.
Okay. Is there something weird, like in the place where we are, like something that doesn't seem like it belongs there?
Not at all. Not at all. This just seems like a normal, completely normal dock. The kind of place, and it's like one of the piers.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
don't think like boat dock, Freddy. Think like big concrete thing with the posts in the water and stuff. And it's kind of scenic. And some of them have like restaurants and carnival shit on them. This one doesn't. It looks like a nice place to go jogging, for example.
Mm-hmm.
The black cop comes over and he goes, Chill, were you wanting to talk to that guy or should I come loose? He's been here a long time.
Yeah, I'm going.
Right. You go over to the guy who's got a wide variety of emotions on his face.
Hey.
Yeah.
Empathy. How does he seem to me?
Give me empathy rolls.
Yes.
Okay. You make it half good. Anybody else? Half good.
Wait a second. I'm working on one screen here. Empathy.
Tom has no clue what this guy's up to. Although you're wondering why he's like looking at your shirt closely, Tom. That's great. Right. He has a mixture. Before Tom started like doing the leaning forward thing, he had a mixture of impatience, revulsion, and boredom, and just being grossed out, all playing across his face.
Yeah, well, normal. So I wanna. So the other cop told us like all the normal questions they ask and like time, blah blah blah.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job.
So I want to ask. So they mentioned that your dog found the boat. Did your dog go near it at all?
No, it couldn't. It was in the water, just off over there.
There's no risk of your dog having touched any of the.
Oh God, no! He. I was jogging along. I wasn't even looking in the water. The dog started going crazy, barking at it. I went over to see what he's barking at. I figured maybe he was going to eat something. You know, dogs are always eating shit. And he's barking at this thing that's floating, I don't know, a couple yards off of shore. So I pick up the dog, put the leash on it, called 911. I didn't know what the fuck had happened, but I figured, holy crap.
All right. So, are you jogging here often?
Yeah, every day. It's, one of my spots.
Yeah.
What direction did the boat come from, would you say? downstream?
no
or...
idea.
No.
Not a clue. It was just there. It wasn't like moving or anything. I don't think it has an engine or anything. He shudders.
Does he have his dog in his arms?
Yeah.
Does the dog have dog tags on it with like name and address and stuff like that?
The name.
No address, no phone number.
And you look at the dog's tags, and the dog starts licking the shit out of you. He pets the dog. He's like, "You like dogs, huh?"
Love them.
That's great. He says, he examines your shirt. Men are shameless. If they had tits, my God, they would be showing them to each other. Look at this film. Yeah. So, yeah. He begins chatting with Bargain Man, not knowing what he's getting in for. The funny thing is that you guys still look exactly the same to each other, but your ID pictures totally different.
Yeah.
I got a spark of divinity for.
Ooh, play that shit now, yeah.
What now? What can that go towards? Skill point.
The spark of divinity raises a stat. Your stats are willpower, essence, and the other thing.
Yeah.
And that's permanent.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take
I'll play one. Yeah.
So what do you do, Larry?
Investment banker.
Okay. How is that?
The other police have got my name, address, phone number, date of birth for some reason. He glares suspiciously at the cop. But he says, if you've got any questions, he ignores you two and begins talking to Bargain Man. If you have any extra questions, you feel free to call me, man.
Anytime.
He smiles. Give me empathy roll. He's thinking, I still got it.
So when you were jogging, did you like hear anything before you found this? Nothing.
No, man. No, sir. If there's nothing else, I really got to get to work.
Well, Jill, you are the main investigator on this fine endeavor.
I think that's all we need to know from him, really. We have your number. If we need anything else, we'll...
He looks totally confused. All right, I'll be going then. Thanks. He backs away. He goes.
Good job.
To Bargain Man. Bargain Man sets himself up for later. Guy looks really excited. And probably wishing he hadn't worn shorts now. And he.
All right, I guess we need to go to the coroner's office and see what they find.
Well, I say, how about, so you said this is like a jogging area.
Well, there's a sidewalk that you can jog along, although normally it's a foot traffic area. There's no cars that are going to be coming.
So where would the access point to this place be?
There is no good access point for getting a boat right. You couldn't offload a boat easily without like a winch and stuff. Like they got a heavy duty.
Yeah, it probably came from somewhere else.
So it's safe to assume that we know that it didn't occur here, that it happened somewhere else, and this just happened to
probably
float in here.
How
that's reasonable.
How is the water? Is there like a current or?
There's no big noticeable current, although it probably has currents. It's a huge body of water, so probably has currents, but nothing obvious.
Okay.
But yeah, the corner is fine. If you want to go watch
I'm
that.
wondering if we should go down stream or something.
I have an idea.
There's no stream.
Yeah.
It's
Do these
big-
does this walking area? You know how you got those pay binocular things? You put a quarter in, or do we have binoculars where we could?
Oh, they don't have any of those, but you can see quite a ways. You don't see anything that's suspicious at all. I mean, if you had binoculars, you could see further, obviously, yes.
Mhm.
But just looking around, you don't see anything that sets off the radar.
Okay, whatever you want to do, Joe. You're the lead.
Well, since there's no more leads here, it seems. We don't really know where this bug came from. The only other thing we can...
There's
I
a
think-
spelling, sorry, there's a spelling of your name, Freddie.
Yeah, Tom Soriano.
I think what we need to do is go to the station and see missing persons reports and see if there's any photos, see if we can match up anything that kind of fits whatever remotely this guy kind of looked like before.
That guy's face is pretty messed up, but sure. We can give it a
Super
go.
messed up.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah.
Something to go on now.
Well, we
Well,
can.
we could
see,
go by dental records or something.
Mhm. And we can see what they like find out in the lab, and like.
Yeah.
No
Not
problem.
sure if there's much more we need to do here.
It doesn't look like there is, because the only stuff that was on the dock was what the people who like use the big machine to bring it on the dock, and the CSI guys are sweeping around and stuff like that. Another cop comes up and he says, "Yeah, I've got uniforms prowling around, looking to see if there's any other witnesses, but they've been at it for a couple hours now and haven't turned anything up."
Let's pull up our witnesses. Let's pull up his cell phone records too.
Who's
The
guy we just questioned, the jogger.
the black cop in the brown thing, he goes, "Now I'll get back to it. You guys do what your magic is. You guys are the fucking dream team and stuff. Don't forget that beer," he says.
Don't worry, dream team forever.
He rolls his eyes and heads off. So you guys want to go to the station?
Is that where the coroner's lab is, or would it be separate from the station?
That's the tricky bit. I forgot my fucking light. That's the tricky bit. Is A, you don't know where the station is. B, you don't know where the coroner's office is.
Well, we have a
than
map
that,
in the car.
fine.
We have a map in the car we can find.
You do,
Where the
but you're
police
not
station
sure
is.
which station you belong to.
We
Because
can just
there's a lot of
ask
police stations.
How about we just sit there and wait for the coroner to leave with the body and we'll follow him?
That's a good idea. No problem.
Yeah.
They're heading off. You guys go over. Freddie, I'm going to need a driving roll at full. No bonus because the coroner is not fucking driving like an old man. They
That's
are-
all right.
they're-
I'll drive normally.
Cool. But this is plus you're trying to like get through the lights and oh yeah, no problem. You guys find out where the coroner's office is. Still don't know where the police station is. Do find out the coroner's place.
Well, it should say on our badges what station
Take a
we're
card, Freddie. Yes, it says which station you belong to, and then you cross-reference the maps. Yes.
I have a play immediately.
Cool.
5 hero added to NPC of the GM's choice.
Dun dun dun. And I give you an art card for suggesting something else. So you guys pretty much sit on your fucking hands at the coroner's office for a long time unless you want to go to the station, because doing an autopsy will take a couple hours. But you get to see when they crack open the boat, it is the most disgusting shit ever. And by shit, I mean actual shit. The boat is literally filled with shit. I'm going to need sandy rolls unless you have gross out maxed out.
Yes, I have it maxed out.
No problem. Yeah, this doesn't bother you at all. You're like, damn it. The entire fucking boat's filled with
I
shit.
fumble.
Excellent. Roll a D4. It's not going to cause you to lose your mind, but you're not going to be happy about it.
1.
Yeah.
Tommy fumbles.
Right. Same thing. Roll a D4. Put it toward your gross out. Yeah. Okay. It mildly is nasty for you guys. Now, were you guys wanting to sit there and watch the coroner work, or did you want to head back to the station, which isn't too far away, but you've only got the one car?
Well, we need to know how he died.
Stay here and watch autopsy, or head to station?
Well, autopsy will take several hours, as you said.
Well, before we head out, though, did they hand us over if you had any ID on them or anything?
No, they did.
They're
extracting the body from the shit and going through the shit to make sure they're not missing anything. Disgusting.
Is the body naked or wearing clothes?
They haven't drained that much shit yet. Okay, it sounds like you guys want to stay here and watch. I'm good with that.
I'm going to be outside the room.
It's up to you. It's not really bothering you too badly, but it is
all right, fair enough.
Really disgusting. They drain off stuff. He is naked. There's no ID or anything like that. Eventually, the coroner's report comes. Cause of death is septic shock. The victim's stomach, and this is the first time the coroner's ever seen anything like this. He doesn't know what the hell is going on. The victim's stomach was chocked full of milk and honey and lots and lots and lots of maggots. According to the coroner, who's kind of a fat dude, he says he probably died between day 13 and day 17. He was also hit on the right front of the head with a blunt object, probably hard enough to knock him out. And an unusual tattoo on his arm looked like something from a law review citation. I'm going to need to borrow one of your fingers, though.
Joe, you're the lead investigator, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers?
That's right.
For what?
Just come over and hold it out like this, okay?
No,
you will like it. Go for it.
Tell me what for.
What do you think? He begins carefully cutting off one of the guy's the skin on his finger, and he says, "There's too much this body going on. I'm gonna have to hold out your finger. I'm gonna put his skin onto your finger so that
I put my gloves on and I hold out my finger."
He nods, and then he puts it on the gloves, and then he electronically runs the fingerprint. And he says, "Okay, there you go." And he takes that off really carefully, puts it in a little jar. And give me a sandy roll. You're getting dead people's skin put on you, unless you have human gore maxed out, and then it doesn't bother you at all.
No,
At 1 point, if you fail toward human gore, just dead people. No, you're fine with this. You know that Yana is actually the latest incarnation of Buffalo Bill, and so at some point she'll be wearing the skins of all of her dead victims in some.
I told you I did it.
Put lotion on the body.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we recognize the tattoo at all? Does it ring any bells?
Law review citation.
Law review citation.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean specifically?
I think it's just a logo of it.
Mr. Look at the coroner. Not waiting for his name.
He nods at you. Yes, Joe.
Have you seen this logo or tattoo anywhere else?
Yeah, it looks like something a dumb young lawyer would get. This guy was not young, but it is very faded. So maybe he would have got it when he was dumber, younger, and still alive. Dun, dun, dun.
All right. Well, let us know if you get an ID on him.
That's your job. I gave you the fingerprint. It'll be on your computer.
Did you pull his dental record?
If you can't get anything off that, I will. Are you trying to make more work for me, Joe?
I mean, I don't know if you've seen the state of his body.
From the Steelers? Is that what's going on? You're trying to find a way to not have to pay me my 20?
Look, you and I both know that game was bullshit.
Take a card. He just sighs at you and goes, "Go. I will let you know if I find anything else out here."
All right.
Right. You guys eventually find the station. drive around for a while until you figure out where the other cops are parking. Park there, hopefully not in somebody's fucking spot, and go into the station and wonder, where is our office? The cops don't stop you. I mean, they've got like a place where they stop civilians to keep just anybody from wandering in and stuff, because cops don't like it when people that they don't know wander into the station. But
is there any signs pointing to certain things?
Yeah, but none of it makes any sense. You're not sure which division you're with.
Are there names? Well, we look into murders, obviously.
Yeah, you guys find the homicide division and go in there.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. You find 4 different free desks. You're not sure whose is whose. Let's see. 2 of the desks have nothing on them. One of them has pictures of a redhead with like kids and stuff in it. You're thinking, this is Bargain Man's new desk. There's a desk with a fucking football on it, and you're thinking, stereotypical jockness is paying off. And it looks like a well-handled football, and it's not in like, it looks like it's just kind of sitting on the desk. An American football, not a European football. And you're completely confused as to which desk is this Cho guy. He appears to have, there's 2 desks. One of them has office supplies. One of them doesn't. There's absolutely no personal items at all.
Yeah, just pick one.
Sure, which one?
The one with without the office supplies.
Okay.
So are you sure you're not the murderer?
No, I'm not actually.
I'm just like pointing out that you don't leave any evidence behind you, so.
People are staring curiously at Freddy as they walk by.
I'm just really tidy, right?
No, you are very suspicious. Right now, you are my main suspect.
Oh, I love you too, Danny.
You thinking about switching your spot? Says one of the guys walking by to Freddy.
Just thought it might be a good time to have a change.
Yeah, it's up.
I try to play with the ball.
All right.
I carefully shuffle over to
Throw it.
Give me a throw roll, Yana. I've been waiting for this. Martin, man, give me a catch roll.
I wanted to discard.
Don't forget to look at your cards, Yana. Oh yeah. She just.
Where's catch at? I know. Okay, I know where's catch at.
It's in the combat. Combat skill. Okay.
And we forget about the murder and just play ball for the rest of the time.
Do either of you want a skill +5?
No.
I made it. I have.
Cool. Yeah, you catch it. You guys just. And the black-haired lady walks by and she goes, "Stop fucking around!" And she didn't even look up at her papers. Apparently,
I toss it to her.
Sure, give me a throw roll, Yana. Give me a catch roll.
No, I throw it to the girl who told us to knock it off.
She's carrying like papers and shit.
I wouldn't do that.
But this is something you would do.
I wouldn't do that.
You would.
There with the ball back.
Where's just? Is there a basic throw thing? I just see throw general.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel.
You miss the lady, and it just shows guy walking with 2 cups of coffee. Just he goes, so coffee himself. Goes,
Sorry.
Good job.
See what happens when you don't listen to me, says the black-haired lady who goes into her office and closes. You guys are out in the bullpen, like they don't have cubicles and shit. It's just open plan desk area. She's got her own office and stuff. And yeah. Now comes the tricky part of how to get onto these computers, because they've got password protection.
Blah blah blah.
I look into my desk and see if I have written it down before my password and
Find your password listed. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, right. I just go over and watch over his shoulder.
All right. No problem. You're creeping on your female colleagues and stuff with your own computer.
It looks male to me.
I don't know. He keeps showing it just to other people. So, what are you doing, Yana?
I look if I have the password somewhere, like on the ball, maybe like written in really small letters.
It's not on the ball. You're looking around. You know this guy's not smart enough to keep it. Give me a spot hidden to eventually find it.
Yeah, there's no way my guy is going to fucking hit this password.
Great.
Oh, Yana, you
girl.
look up your keyboard and look under it, and it says football 1.
Oh
Nice.
my god. Okay. I log onto my computer.
No problem. So, what do you, Bargain Man and Yana, you're the only ones with working computers right now, and Freddie is hanging out behind Bargain Man.
So what are we doing, boss? I look at Freddy.
I mean, you have to go and look at the. Well, first we need to find out if there was a DNA match on the fingerprint. So go and look if there's been any reports done.
Okay.
Or did it, wait, hold on.
I'm going to go into the missing person files.
Bargain Man ignores you and begins looking at missing persons.
Never mind.
So, like little kids and old people and crazy people and all that.
Can we just like search for the fingerprint?
That's what I'm saying. Do that.
Okay.
You totally could, but apparently the coroner emailed it to Cho.
Cho.
All right, let me go and see if my guy is also an idiot and he just passed it around somewhere.
There it
Probably.
is. Yeah, he is.
Oh.
And because it looks like there's a bunch of crossed off passwords and then the new one. Apparently, this station makes them change it so often that they have to write it down and then hide the piece of paper.
What? Sure. I'll go check my email then.
No problem. Yeah, you find it in there. You run. Give me a computer use roll. Everybody, give me a computer use roll. You're all playing with computers. I'm pretty sure you've broken it.
I have.
Hey, Yana, on your guys' desktop is some sort of movie file on the desktop.
I fumbled.
Oh.
Tom, your computer seems to be doing something. It has like a timer and it's in a bar, and it's not working right now. The bar is slowly filling with red.
How is the movie file called?
It's called Greatness 1.
I look around. Is somebody watching?
No, nobody gives a shit what you're doing.
I
all doing their own work.
Carefully open the file.
It looks like a much younger version of the guy whose ID you've got, and he's like busy tackling people, and it looks like a best of reel. And you're like, oh my Christ.
Yeah. Look, I'm cool, evidently, or something.
Really long time ago.
Yeah, I used to be cool.
It's kind of sad in a lot of ways.
It's like his only moment of greatness.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Freddie, you run the fingerprint, and it comes up with a name, and the guy looks much different alive than dead for some reason. And here's his name. Yeah, well, he's not all bloated and shit. And yeah, you've got his name, and it shows his picture. No police criminal record. This guy apparently.
What? Why is it in the database then?
Well, two different things. A, in America, they try to get you to get in the database for a number of reasons.
Oh.
His reason was he's a lawyer, and all the lawyers of this city are fingerprinted for some reason.
The fuck?
It's normally a New York thing. I moved the.
Where does he work then? Or where did he used to work?
Give me a research roll, Freddie, as you're searching around. This guy runs late night annoying TV ads, and you get to watch the ad, and it looks like this. It's even got a jingle, and everybody sings in it.
Hold on, where is it?
Oh, interesting.
He's a divorce attorney.
Nobody would ever be angry at a divorce attorney.
No.
Except the person who's not agreeing to it.
Okay. It's a divorce attorney.
Looks like
so
it.
what company does he work for?
He's his own company. According to what you found, he is really well off. You've got his home address, his business address.
Take them all.
Yeah. Any mention of the tattoo?
Finished, and then all you've got on your computer, Bargain Man, is a single blinking cursor.
Can somebody fix my computer, please? It's acting up again.
Hold on, I'll be with you in a sec.
Several other people kind of moved Joe out of the way to look at their computer. And they're clustered around your computer. And it's amazing how interesting your shirt must be. Men are not used to this kind of behavior.
Any mention of the tattoo?
No.
Nothing.
Boy, my shoulders hurt so bad.
Somebody actually, nobody touches you. They're like, oh, yeah, you should definitely go to a chiropractor. Why? Because cops know better than to begin feeling up their coworkers. Although you're pretty sure they'd be happy to.
So. I jot down all the information and walk over to Maggie. All right, move over. Let me fix your computer.
Oh, no, I've got it. It says different cop. He clicks something and it begins like scrolling the same word over and over. I just
push him out the way. Move over.
I
sit down and I go do my work.
Joe, you're my hero.
Several other people and move off. Apparently this computer is newly formatted and it's ready to have Windows installed.
Yay.
Cool, I install Windows.
That'll take hours.
I get the process started.
You don't have any of the stuff to do it.
Then that's not how it works. But okay.
You're pretty sure they have an IT department.
Let's not do our we are here to solve the murder, not to solve the case of not functioning computer.
Let's just work off your computer.
I'll grab a sticky note, leave it on the screen, and say, reinstall operating system. Maggie fucked it up.
Cool.
And then I ain't touching nothing. I'll assist.
Alright, so I blah the information I found.
Okay. Do we want to go and see where he lived and worked and stuff?
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the associates and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Who is the lady in the advert?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. She was helping sing the jingle. Skilled singer.
Can I research lady in this particular ad name or something?
No. I mean, you could try a facial match and stuff, but those take a while.
I think
through every face on the internet going, no.
I think we will meet somebody and ask them, like somebody he worked with or something.
We could just call the number as well.
Yeah. See if somebody responds. Oh, what if the murderer has his phone now? Yes.
Let's look up phone records once we get his phone.
What? Also,
we don't know where his phone is, yeah.
Well, we could go to his house, see if his wife or whoever's home, get his phone number, find that thing. We'll get
Yeah,
a
is
warrant
it
for his
married or-
bonus. I think the house is first bet.
We could.
Oh, Freddie, you also discovered when you were making your research roll at half about this guy, personal life stuff. I'm not sure where the police list this, but this guy was married for 14 years, currently separated for 13 months, and his wife, he is still married, stands to inherit his millions of dollars.
Interesting.
Suspect.
His wife's name is Margot O'Hare.